Jim and the Hensons. Steven and the Stevens. Jim and the goddamn Holograms. I love this show. I spent an entire week in bed watching it on Netflix. It wasn't the average 80s cartoon that was out at the time. It was focused on romance, music, drama, and also, like, it's a fantasy. Kind of like shows now, but actually interesting.
D. Smith brought this busted ass chick to my business meeting.
The show is about Jerrica Benson, who has two personas, one being the normal uptight owner of Starlight Industries, and the other is Jim, the fun superstar who is a major cunt. Okay, so I wanted to wait till later in the review to discuss this, but there's this guy named Rio Brando, or just Rio, who is a childhood friend. It's pretty much confirmed that Rio and Jerrica are lovers, but Jim comes into the picture and purposely flirts on Rio, who is Jerrica's boyfriend, who is the same person. So there's times where Jerrica will get jealous of Rio showing Jim more attention and vice versa with Jim. Then sometimes they'll ignore it like nothing happened, but in all actuality nothing is fine, like at all, because that's a very unhealthy way to live a relationship. Jesus Christ. It's a great show. Anyway, Jerrica finds out her dead father left her earrings that'll make things that are not there seem real, hence the name Holograms. So Jim, her sister Kimber, Thick, Ebony, Booty, Shauna, Aja, and later in the series Carmen make a band which is aptly named Jim and the Holograms.
Show will be right back after these messages.
The Holograms are not alone in this industry though. There's a whole two other bands featured in the show, including the Misfits and the Stingers. They really don't matter until season 3. But the Misfits are the real antagonists next to Eric Raymond, who is the original heir to the Starlight Company, but was overrun when Jim and the Cosby kids got sick of dealing with his BS. So now he's hell-bent on getting the company back. There's also an orphanage for girls that's run by Jerrica under the name Starlight House. There's a couple of episodes based around the separate girls who live in the Starlight House, and those are some of my favorite episodes. This show can get pretty serious, but these episodes are the most story-driven, or episodes based around Kimber, which, Jesus Christ, does the floozy gene run deep in his family. There's an episode where she invites two guys on the same day to G.I. Joe and chill, or whatever the fuck, and you know, it calls for some shenanigans. Anyway, like I said, the show has moments which are surprisingly deep for a cartoon meant for young girls that came out around Care Bears or G1 ponies. It covers trust issues, father issues, and even dealing with death. There are episodes where the Holograms' lives are put on the line, and in those episodes, characters will change their goals to prevent the worst from happening to either their worst enemy or best friend. It has spun off into some reboots in the form of a surprisingly good comic, which I highly suggest, and the movie, which we don't talk about it. However, there is a song on it which grew on me called Youngblood. Listen to the song, don't watch the movie. Maybe someday we'll get a good Jim reboot for the screens. Till then, buy the DVD from Shout Factory or the recent comic series from I don't know the company as I'm recording this. The show is way above its time. If you can get over a couple of animation bugs, it's a perfect show to binge watch.
Show will be right back after these messages.
However, the show has proven time and time again that it can get pretty serious and emotional. And for that, you know, this show truly is truly outrageous. And I give it 5 Tupac Holograms out of 5.